were happy and satisfied with everything he said to you at first.
Absolutely.
And he gave you a quote.
He did.
What was the quote?
The quote was for £212, supply of carpet, underlay and fitting.
You were satisfied?
I was delighted.
It was cheaper than what you thought you were going to pay?
Absolutely.
No problem so far?
No, Judge.
Now, you at this stage have got a new business, so you don't have much of a commercial float.
No, Judge.
So am I right that he asked you for some money up front?
He did.
How much?
The money for the carpet, so £112.
£112.
Yes, Judge.
Did you give him that money?
Not right away. He asked for the money 5 days beforehand, and I agreed to give him the money.
Which is what you did, you transferred it, there's no dispute about
No.
it. Let's fast forward, what happened?
We had arranged for him to come on the 23rd of March, which was a Wednesday.
You're waiting for your carpet. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Where was Steve?
Nowhere to be seen, Judge.
10 o'clock?
Nowhere to be seen.
11?
I called him at 10:20, approximately, and he answered the phone. He appeared to be quite groggy, and his response was, I said, "Hi, Steve, it's Julie." He said, "Oh, I've just woken up. I'll call you back."
Now, Steve, just to be clear, you don't dispute this, do you?
No, Judge. I had a bad night's sleep because I've just come out of a break-up with my wife. I'd hardly any sleep. I did answer the call in the morning to her. I said I'll get back. She did call me back, so I see the missed call on my phone. And...
You've got a new business.
Yes, Judge.
I've got some sympathy for what happened to you after here, by the way. Right?
Yes, Judge.
Why weren't you up, as you've always been your entire life, at 9 o'clock in the morning for work? Were you drinking the
No,
night
Judge.
before?
I had a couple of cans the night before because I had a lot on my head because I was going for a break-up.
I have a lot of sympathy for this, but all I need is the truth.
Of course you do, Judge.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's important not just for me, but also for Julie to understand
Judge.
what happened.
Of course, Judge.
Right. So when you say a couple of cans, I'm going to say 5.
Yes, Judge.
Maybe a few more.
No, Judge. Definitely not, Judge. I was up half the night, so I couldn't sleep as well.
Hi, Judge.
He's a decent brother, right? I can see that. It's written all over his face. I can see it from the way he frames his reply in this matter, right?
Yes, Judge.
Looks after his kids.
Yes, he does, Judge. Well,
I don't know what's happened here, but within 3 lines of your reply,
Yes,
bearing in mind when you started this business, get the sense that you're absolutely broken at the moment.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, can I just say that this all happened in a 7 to 10 day period? His life was day 1 was going great, business was going great, but day 10 he'd lost everything.
It's okay, you know. It's okay to be sad about that.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's get it resolved. Let's get it resolved.
Yes, please.
You weren't to know that any of this was going on.
I did know, Judge.
At the time, you knew.
Not at the time, no.
No, no. Talking about at the...
Sorry, Judge.
Was that some species of raspberry?
Just a bit shocked, Judge.
Save it for the carnival, yeah?
Okay, Judge, sorry.
Just pause. I'm talking about what you knew at the time.
No, I have
Nothing
no
about
idea.
That's what I'm getting to. Whatever's happened afterwards is not relevant to the issues in the case. At the time, you didn't know any of this.
No, Judge.
Of course you didn't. It's just a man that's selling your carpets.
Absolutely.
You don't get involved in someone's private life when they come to deliver the curtains. Understand? Now, he didn't show up. You paid a lot of money. The day was very important. You were furious.
I was cross, yes.
No, you were furious.
Not at that point, I was just cross.
Well, at some point during that day, during the same day, you posted something on Facebook, correct?
I did, Judge.
Before you posted that comment, did you speak to Steve?
I tried.
What happened?
I phoned numerous of times. Other people had phoned from their numbers in case he just wasn't answering the phone to me. I messaged him via Messenger. I texted him throughout the day from roughly 11 o'clock until just before 3 o'clock.
Before 3?
Before 3.
Now, at this stage, what was going on? Were you still in bed asleep?
Yes, Judge. No, not that time. I was up by about 12:30.
Well, why aren't you responding to any of the messages?
What's that? I did respond. I see the missed call on my phone, and then I went out. It weren't till I went out, my neighbour come up to me and said, Have you seen what's on Facebook?
Well, here's the thing. You say you posted this comment on Facebook at 2:40. Get there in a moment. Steve, I believe, there's no doubt about it, because of Julie, we'll get there in the fury that you were in. There were all sorts of missed calls and messages on your phone, right?
I didn't see loads of them, no, Judge.
Well, what happened to you? How drunk were you?
I wasn't that drunk, sir.
You must have seen.
No, Judge.
You're at heart, you must have seen
There wasn't
something.
that many, Judge.
1, 2,
There
10?
was 2 missed calls on my phone.
Fine. Even if there were 2.
Yes, Judge. I didn't know the numbers, Judge.
Sure you didn't.
I didn't know the numbers.
But you knew you had to be at work that day.
Yes, right, Judge.
So there's a realisation. You wake up in the morning, you go, oh, my goodness, I better call straight away and apologise.
My head was all over the time at that
I
place, Judge.
understand that. Did you make that call?
No, Judge.
You're getting more and more angry. I want you to describe to me, this is very important, Julie, I want you to describe to me your level of rage at the time you sat down at the computer and started writing on Facebook.
I would say probably at a 9 out of 10.
Let's see. Furious.
Yes, furious.
Let's see what you wrote, please. Thank you, Michelle. Steve is a con man. Advertised on this site as reliable carpet fitter, etc. He has taken part payment for a stair carpet, true. Was supposed to fit today and didn't turn up. Hasn't answered my texts, calls, messages. I'm now left with no stair carpet and sharp carpet grips my 2-year-old has cut her foot on. Is that true? Had she cut her foot on?
Yes, Judge.
Thanks to this scumbag, we don't have enough money now to get a carpet. You go on to criticise yourself, and at the end, you write this. People, please do not contact him for anything he is advertising, as I would hate for anyone else to be ripped off. But hashtag... What does that last thing say? Hashtag...
Scum of the earth.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.